What began as a relaxed BTS Jungkook livestream suddenly transformed into an overwhelming flood of tears and heavy silence as he openly reflected on the darkest chapter of his life, revealing how Jimin, who had quietly stood by him without ever seeking recognition, became the unseen hero who saved his mental well-being from complete collapse amid the harsh realities of the music industry. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. The warm atmosphere that had filled Jungkook's livestream instantly became emotional and deeply moving when he began talking about his fellow BTS member, Jimin. What was originally intended as a casual chat to reconnect with fans turned into a heartfelt confession that touched millions of people watching around the world. For devoted fans, affectionately known as ARMY, the close bond between Jungkook and Jimin has never been a secret. The two have often delighted fans with their playful and heartwarming interactions. However, no one expected that beneath their laughter and unwavering friendship were countless untold stories of struggle that had remained hidden from the public eye. Jungkook, who is usually known for his cheerful, energetic, and confident personality, suddenly revealed his vulnerable side in front of the camera as he searched for the right words to explain what Jimin truly means to him. The relaxed mood of the live stream gave way to complete silence, as if time itself had stopped while Jungkook reflected on the most difficult moments of his career. With a voice that gradually grew weaker, Jungkook shared that Jimin was always the first person to notice even the smallest changes in him, even when he tried to hide his exhaustion from everyone else. The sincerity in Jungkook's eyes allowed viewers to feel the emotional burden he had been carrying on his own for so long. The most emotional moment came when Jungkook recalled a specific time in the past when he had reached his lowest point and nearly gave up under the immense pressure of the music industry. In the middle of his frustration and loneliness, Jimin quietly appeared by his side, offering comfort and unwavering emotional support that ultimately kept Jungkook from completely falling apart mentally. At that very moment, Jungkook's emotional defenses crumbled in front of the camera. Unable to hold back his feelings any longer, tears slowly rolled down his cheeks. They were not merely tears of sadness, but a profound expression of gratitude toward someone who had quietly become the invisible hero of his life. Watching their idol break down in tears left millions of ARMY around the world heartbroken and deeply moved. The livestream's comment section was immediately flooded with messages of love, encouragement, and support as fans tried to comfort Jungkook from across the globe. What affected fans even more was realizing that Jimin had never publicly spoken about any of his kindness, sacrifices, or the tremendous role he had played. For years, he had chosen to remain behind the scenes, quietly protecting and supporting Jungkook without ever expecting recognition, praise, or appreciation. Only then did many ARMY truly realize that beneath Jimin's gentle, caring, and cheerful image was the heart of an incredibly strong protector with extraordinary compassion. Jungkook's story opened fans' eyes to the countless tears, struggles, and exhaustion that the BTS members had endured together, hardships that had remained invisible to the public. Many people may have assumed that BTS's success was achieved solely through individual talent and hard work, without realizing the powerful emotional bond shared among its members. Jimin proved to be far more than just a fellow performer who stood beside Jungkook on stage. He was also an older brother figure, and a true friend who helped preserve Jungkook's mental strength during his most difficult moments. Through his tears, Jungkook repeatedly expressed how deeply grateful he was to Jimin, saying he did not believe he could have made it this far without his Hyung by his side. Those heartfelt words resonated deeply with everyone who heard them, inspiring admiration for the remarkable depth of their friendship. Fans across social media immediately began discussing Jungkook's emotional revelation, expressing immense admiration for Jimin's humility and selfless nature. Hashtags related to Jungkook and Jimin quickly became worldwide trending topics within minutes, as waves of emotional reactions spread throughout the ARMY community. Many fans admitted they felt guilty for not fully appreciating the behind-the-scenes struggles the BTS members had endured in order to give their very best performances. The story served as a powerful reminder that behind the glamour of South Korea's entertainment industry lies a brotherhood strengthened through hardship, sacrifice, and unwavering support. Jimin, long known for putting others' happiness before his own, once again proved that his kindness speaks louder than words. He never sought attention for the good he did, allowing others to simply feel the warmth of his actions without ever needing to know who had created it. The live stream has since become one of the most unforgettable and emotional moments in BTS's career, one that fans will likely remember for years to come. Jungkook's tears that night were not simply an expression of sorrow but the highest tribute he could offer to the friend had stood beside him during the darkest period of his life. Fans around the world now see Jimin through a completely different lens, not only as a talented and charismatic idol, but as a genuinely compassionate person with an exceptionally kind heart. This heartfelt story has strengthened the emotional bond between BTS and ARMY even further, creating a connection built on trust, gratitude, and unwavering support that will continue to endure for years to come. When Jungkook finally managed to compose himself and continue the live stream with a faint smile, fans breathed a collective sigh of relief, even though the emotional weight of the moment still lingered in their hearts. The message behind the experience was powerful: genuine acts of kindness, done with sincerity. The story of Jungkook and Jimin's friendship once again highlighted that behind BTS's global success lies a foundation built on love, trust, and unwavering loyalty among its members. ARMY pledged to continue supporting and protecting both artists, just as Jimin had quietly stood beside Jungkook, shielding him from the harsh realities of the world. The warm atmosphere that had filled Jungkook's BTS live stream suddenly became emotional and deeply moving when he began speaking about his fellow member, Jimin. What had started as a casual conversation to reconnect with fans evolved into a heartfelt revelation that touched millions of viewers around the globe. For devoted fans, affectionately known as ARMY, the close bond between Jungkook and Jimin has never been a secret. The pair have often shared playful and heartwarming moments that fans adore. Yet no one imagined that behind their smiles and close friendship were years of untold struggles that had remained hidden from public view. Jungkook, usually known for his cheerful, energetic, and confident personality, unexpectedly revealed a vulnerable side of himself as he searched for the words to describe what Jimin truly meant to him. The relaxed atmosphere of the live stream suddenly fell silent, as though time itself had stopped while he reflected on the most difficult period of his career. His voice gradually softened as Jungkook explained that Jimin was always the first person to notice even the smallest changes in him, even when he tried to hide his exhaustion from everyone else. The sincerity visible in Jungkook's eyes allowed viewers to feel the emotional burden he had quietly carried for so long. The most emotional moment came when Jungkook recalled a specific time when he had reached the lowest point in his life and nearly gave up under the immense pressure of the music industry. In the midst of overwhelming frustration and loneliness, Jimin quietly came to his side, offering unwavering emotional support that helped keep Jungkook from completely falling apart mentally. At that moment, Jungkook's emotional composure finally gave way. Unable to hold back his feelings any longer, tears slowly streamed down his cheeks. They were not simply tears of sadness, but a heartfelt expression of gratitude towards someone who had quietly become the unseen hero of his life. Watching their idol break down in tears left millions of ARMY around the world deeply emotional. The live stream's comment section was immediately flooded with messages of love, encouragement, and support as fans tried to comfort Jungkook from afar. What affected fans even more was realizing that Jimin had never publicly spoken about any of his kindness, sacrifices, or the tremendous role he had played. For years, he quietly chose to support and protect Jungkook behind the scenes without ever seeking recognition or praise. Many people may have assumed that BTS achieved its extraordinary success solely through individual talent and hard work, without realizing the deep emotional bond shared among its members. Jimin proved to be much more than a teammate who stood beside Jungkook on stage. He was also an older brother figure and a true friend who helped protect Jungkook's mental well-being during his most difficult moments. Through his tears, Jungkook repeatedly expressed how deeply grateful he was to Jimin, saying he did not believe he could have come this far without his Hyung by his side. Those sincere words touched everyone who heard them and inspired admiration for the remarkable depth of their friendship. Fans across social media quickly began discussing Jungkook's emotional revelation, expressing immense admiration for Jimin's humility and selfless nature. Hashtags related to Jungkook and Jimin soon what began as a relaxed BTS Jungkook livestream suddenly transformed into an overwhelming flood of tears and heavy silence as he openly reflected on the darkest chapter of his life, revealing how Jimin, who had quietly stood by him without ever seeking recognition, became the unseen hero who saved his mental well-being from complete collapse amid the harsh realities of the music industry. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. The warm atmosphere that had filled Jungkook's live stream instantly became emotional and deeply moving when he began talking about his fellow BTS member, Jimin. What was originally intended as a casual chat to reconnect with fans turned into a heartfelt confession that touched millions of people watching around the world. For devoted fans, affectionately known as ARMY, the close bond between Jungkook and Jimin has never been a secret. The two have often delighted fans with their playful and heartwarming interactions. However, no one expected that beneath their laughter and unwavering friendship were countless untold